All right, guys. Happy Sunday night from the Backwoods Gourmet channel. Just got in from the woods. Been out there for the whole day. I see we got everybody showing up here now. Um, give out quick shout outs to people. We had James Riddle. He's been in here since before the chat even started, and also Robert Fundora asked me what part of Florida are we located in. We're in Central Florida. Okay. I was just down on Three Lakes Wildlife Management Area today for most of the day. It was chilly for Florida today. I know you guys say chilly. All right. It was in the 50s the whole day, 50 degrees. It never got out of the low 50s entire day. Went out and did a little bit of bird hunting. Did get a quail, got one dove. Took my chances at one snipe. They're pretty quick. I didn't get it. So trying to get that trifecta. So Becky Dupree is in the house, and I guess she sent a message over to Mrs. Backwoods to make her moderator. So we're gonna see where if we get the right button here. Bear with me, guys. All right, Becky Dupree, you're now a moderator. All right. And we got Texas Style Cuisine in the house. Thanks, Chef Johnny, for showing up. We appreciate you as always. Our other member, Darla, a moderator. Hey, remember members, when you're a member, you get those special emojis, and Darla's making very good use of those special emojis over there for these live chats. All right, so let's keep doing some shout outs here so everybody kind of gets settled in here, and then we'll start a discussion for tonight. So we got I guess that's Northwest Florida Outdoors. Everglades was cold. All right, well, yeah, it's kind of chilly here too. The last 2 days, barely got out of the 60s, which is not normal for here. Usually, we get a cold night and it warms up into upper 60s, low 70s during the day, and it chills back down at night. But today's just been cloudy, gloomy, windy. Part of the reason the bird hunting was terrible today. Did flush a nice covey of quail, but I don't have a dog, so when they all come up, I can only shoot one. I have to track him all the way down. It still took me like a while to find him, and the grass is like 4 feet tall. So I don't want to shoot more than I can find. Um, and I've been shooting sport clays a lot lately, and my shot's getting a little bit better, and I'm just tearing the hell out of them. So gonna have to figure that out. John Daigle, another member in the house, we appreciate you showing up. And he says it's 15 degrees here this morning in South Hadley, Massachusetts. 50 would have been much nicer. I'm sure it would. We also got Leslie Miller saying hi from Gray, Georgia. Appreciate you showing up. And Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. Hey, if you have not checked out his channel, you can hover over his little icon there and go over there and subscribe to Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine. You can do that without actually leaving this chat. So if you have not checked out his channel yet, his channel is growing like crazy, and for good reason. He is a very, very good teacher. He is a professional culinary teacher, and he's way better at the teaching stuff than I am. Okay, so go over there and check his channel, especially if you like Tex-Mex stuff. That's what he kind of specializes in over there, and he says, I love eating some quail. Yep. Well, I do too. I just wish I could get more than one. All right. So we got Paul Richardson showing up here, and he's checking in from Southern California. He says it's 90 degrees and windy here in SoCal. All right. That's about what it was here a couple weeks ago. So this is a big change for us. We had a huge late, I guess, heat wave. We were on vacation all last week down in Fort Myers Beach and did some a lot of traveling around there. Did some fishing. did a tour out in the Everglades and all that. So if you want to check that out, that brings up the next point here is um, that we went and started, and I know some of you guys are going, you did what? We went and started a new channel. We went and started a new channel, and the reason why we did that is because every time we post a lot of our adventures up on our channel, nobody watches them. They come here to see cooking. Okay, but sometimes we're not doing a whole lot of cooking. We're doing a lot of other stuff. And so that's why I started this new channel, because we're always out and about and doing other things other than cooking. Just like today, for instance, I didn't cook a daggone thing, but we were out and about. We did film a really, really cool place. So I just posted a link over there in the chat. If you like to go over there and check it out, that is our new YouTube channel, The Backwoods Gourmet Adventures. So if any of you guys are interested in any of our side trips and the stuff that we do, that, hey, maybe even within the video, but we have to, I'm working on one right now that we filmed yesterday, a trip to the Withlacoochee State Forest. There was no way I could put everything in there that we did on that video without the video being like 45 minutes long. And I know you guys some of you don't have time to watch 45 minutes of video. So we're going to cut out some of the stuff that's not in the cooking. We're going to post that over on Backwoods Gourmet Adventures. And of course, I'll always leave you a link in the description box of the video that's related to. But go ahead and subscribe to that channel if you want to check out some of the other stuff that we're doing. And appreciate you, Chef Johnny, to remind everybody, hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. It's free. I also would like to remind everybody that the super chat is enabled. You're going to get priority. You'll be highlighted in the channel over here if you'd like to go hit that little $ at the bottom and leave us just a little donation there. It helps out the cause. We got John Jones. He is checking in. He says, hi there from Pennsylvania, and hi, Leslie. My folks live in Gray. Okay, and we got Archie Ware. He's in New York, checking in. All right. We got 23710 JH. Hello from Troy, Michigan. Hey, buddy. Yeah, my buddy was just down here from Ypsilanti, Michigan. Was down here sweating his butt off for a week in Fort Myers Beach, and flew back in last Saturday or Sunday, to 4 inches of wet snow on the ground. I had to go to work 2 a.m. and plow snow for his job. So, hey, Daddy Dutch, Mr. Kent is in the house. We appreciate you stopping by. He says, Daddy Dutch, Kent over Daddy Dutch Barbecue says, I now having a craving for chicken and dumplings. Wonder where that came from. Yeah, if you didn't check out our last video for smoked chicken and dumplings, you got to go check it out. I don't know what the heck is up with YouTube's notifications, or why that's not going out, or why people are not watching. But I'm actually getting less views now on initial videos than I was when we had 10,000 subscribers. Now we have 51,000 subscribers, and we get less views in the first week on our new videos than we were then. So that tells me something's changed in YouTube. So make sure you have your YouTube notifications enabled on your device, because a lot of times your device will update. I know it's happened to me. My phone's going through an update and it resets back to all of its default settings. So I stopped getting my YouTube notifications, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I go back through it and find that my YouTube notifications have been turned off. All right. So, these devices, computers, everything always updating. So make sure you keep up with it. If you stop seeing an update from the Backwoods Gourmet channel for more than a week, go check it. Okay. They turn them off on, I don't know, what these people are doing, but I can tell you right now that it comes and goes like the breeze around here. So don't know. Twisted Ankle Barbecue. Hello, he's in the house. Did compete with them in an amateur barbecue competition a while back. Great, great, great folks. And hey, they make some great barbecue over there on their channel also. All right, let's check out. We got Robert, Mr. Highcade, back in the house again this week. Appreciate you showing up. He said, "How are things going?" He says, "No luck yet, deer. I guess deer yet." Okay. Becky Dupree is giving us a weather update from Houston, Texas. She says it's like 55, 66 right now. Low tonight, 56. Well, it's been like 50 and 53 here all day. So it's colder here right now than it is in Houston, Texas. I think it's like 49 out here right now. We're actually out here. Obviously, you see the cast iron in the background. We're out here in the background. All right. Texas Style Barbecue and Cuisine is saying he's have the same problem with his channel. So maybe it's not just me. Kent Daddy Dutch Barbecue, Korean elk backstrap tacos, less than 100 views. I think most everyone's views are down. Maybe that's it. Especially, us that are not doing millennial interest and kids interest stuff. I don't know. James Riddle, he says, I'm baking apples with butter, cinnamon, ginger cloves on a Weber. It smells awesome. I bet it does. And man, there's no better thing to cook on cool weather than some baked apples. Doug Jackson checking in from New Jersey. He's saying, thanks for the smoked chicken and dumplings video. It rocked. I ate awesome. I ate the leftovers for dinner after I got out of the woods tonight. Okay, I ate the whole daggone thing. So none of us going for waste around here, that's for sure. James Riddle says he's in Nederland, Texas. Loves you, man. We appreciate all you guys out there in Texas. #1 state for views on our channel. So Home Tips and Tricks is checking in. Still want to get some of that Richards seasoning too. Okay, I'm not sure what he's talking about, but our favorite season, Seminole Swamp season. Use it on just about everything around here. There's a bunch of good ones. They don't pay me a dime. They do help us out with sending a product over for us to use on the channel and do some giveaways if we do a giveaway. So that brings you to this one tonight. The very first giveaway for Seminole Swamp season on live chat. We generally do it from comments on the channel. So right now, it's up for grabs. Seminole Swamp seasoning. I think that usually Jimmy Bear sends you out a 3-pack. That's the regular, the no MSG, and Fire in the Swamp 3-pack going out to one of you people that throw a want to over there in that live chat. Of course, if you put a super chat along with that, it'll give you some priority on there. But it don't have to be but $1. All right, or give what you can, or you don't have to give anything. So I see James Riddle just got a no from Becky Dupree, so I don't know what's going on with there. All right. Anyway, we got Lay Cornett coming in. Hello from Texas. Appreciate you. Stephen Corson. I have only a flat bottom cast iron Dutch oven. How do I cook on coals? It's going to be tough without them legs on it. That's what we call Lieutenant Dan Dutch oven because he ain't got no legs. All right. Flat bottom Dutch ovens are made for cooking on stove, cooking on a camp grill. They don't have a rim on the top. They have more of a dome lid. They don't have a rim on the top to hold your coals. Just not made really for doing it. You could put it on put it on the ground, nestle coals around it. You might be able to bake something in it or cook some beans. I don't know, but it's just not really made for cooking on coals like a camp oven is. George Riera, hi from Claremont, Florida. That's right up the road here. Paul Richardson, he says use a lid lifter for flat bottom. Yes, you could also use that 4-in-1, Lodge 4-in-1. That'll get it up off the bottom coals where you'll be able to cook on the bottom heat, but be really, really tough to make all the coals stay on the top if you're trying to bake something in it. So anyway, there's a couple devices that'll help you out. Like I said, with a trivet to get it up off the coals. But as far as baking traditional, where you got coals on top and the bottom, it's going to be very hard because of the lid shape. All right. So now I guess we already kind of got into our subject for tonight, which is cast iron Dutch oven cooking. So let me know right now what you guys want to talk about as far as cast iron Dutch oven cooking on a campfire. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Not working with coals on your your Dutch oven table or anything like that. We're talking about doing it out at camp where you're dealing with the real campfire, real camp coals. We just kind of did this yesterday. I won't give you a big spoiler alert on that, but we found a really awesome place to cook way out in the woods. So that's coming up. It's gonna take me a while to edit that video though, so that'll be up next Saturday. All right. Mary McManus says, I don't have any grinders to season my pans. Is there any other way I can season? Well, you don't have to grind the pan out to get a season on it. You can just keep seasoning that thing with oil, keep burning it, keep putting it back in the oven, 550 degrees, get it on a hot fire, burn that that oil into it. You don't have to grind the pan out to make it good. We're just finishing up the Black Lock series. We got one right there. Let's see, right there. Black Lock skillet. We did one, we sanded out, and one we didn't touch. This is the one we didn't touch right here, hanging on the wall. And more times you use it, better it's going to get. More times you season it, better it's going to get. That's all there is to it. All right, Polk Sport Clays joining in there. We appreciate that's probably my buddy Dave Coggill, one of the owners over at Polk Sport and Clays. If you like sport and clays and you like to see what we're doing here, I actually manage or kind of help out managing that YouTube channel there also. So if you like sport and clays, go check out Polk Sport and Clays. And if you visit Central Florida and you like sport and clays, definitely go there. Go check those guys out. I'm a member there, and it's one of my favorite things to do. All right, Leslie Miller. Do you like Dutch ovens other than Lodge? Thanks for the question, Leslie. And I just want to remind people real quick, if you will just tag me in the question, that will help your question show up, because these things sometimes go by very, very fast, and I can't catch every one of them, especially if I'm talking and yakking and I can't do two things at once. So if you just put at backwoods, you just start typing that, it'll make a little box, click on the box, and then put your question in all caps. It will make it stand out in the chat. And so Leslie says, do you like Dutch ovens other than Lodge? I have one Dutch oven other than Lodge, or two actually. I have the Overmont Dutch oven. We didn't really care for that product. It's A, made in China. B, the lid is very, very poorly designed. C, the initial quality kind of. We did a couple reviews on it. I think we did 3 videos on it. You can go back and check out our channel page. Always hit that channel page. If you miss stuff on our channel, you don't have to wait for YouTube to tell you what to go look for. Just go to our channel page, save it as a favorite on your computer, and go there, hit videos, and you can see every video that we've ever produced. The Overmont we didn't care for. We also have a Camp Made little number 8 Dutch oven. That was not quite as well of or good as initial quality as the Lodge products were when I first got it. But over time, it's works just as well. It's a true camp oven with a nice, it's very almost identical design as the Lodge. The camp made is worked just fine. It did have a few imperfections in the casting and so forth, so it's not quite a good initial quality, but we've done a lot of cooking with it, and it's performed just as well as any of our other Dutch ovens. All right, so Real Joey B checking in. All right, we got Steven Corson. He says, which pan behind you is the oldest one, and why do you like it? All right, well, actually, the oldest one I have is still in the bin inside because we just used it yesterday to cook on campfire, and it's an old 1700 spider skillet. Was probably made from a kit mold by a blacksmith sometime in the 1700s. But the oldest one we got behind us right now is, you see this gate mark one? We think that's a Griswold, but we think that's a copy of a Griswold. So unconfirmed date on how old that one is. But this one above it right here, that is a, let me adjust the computer a little bit. All right. So this one right here, that is a big box slanted lettered Griswold chicken fryer pan, 1905, 1909, somewhere around in there. That's how old that is. Okay. 1900, 1909. So that's going on 100 years old already. Okay. There it is. It's 2019. So a little over 100 years old. And that is a really awesome, that is an awesome pan. I use that to make all kinds of stuff like chicken cacciatore. I use it to make fried chicken. Used it even to make a paella. Okay. And it was awesome. Okay, Greasy Grits is also checking in with another one of our members. Greasy Grits checking in from Houston. He's there, right over there with, sorry guys, right over there with Becky Dupree in Houston, Texas. I've got family members in that area over there also. Got some people up there in just the north side of Houston and Humboldt, Texas. We did a little trip there not too long ago. That's also on our channel. Did a little bit of fishing down Galveston Bay. All right, and Becky Dupree's chiming in here with, she said he's tried lump charcoal on Saturday at the Saltgrass Dutch Oven Gathering. I found lump hard to control the heat because the sizes weren't uniform. Yep, I've run into the same thing here, using it here all the time. You can't do the cold counting method with lump charcoal because you're going to have one piece that's this big and you're going to have one piece that's this big. Okay. Cold counting method's out the window. You're just going to have to use a volume guesstimate on lump charcoal. Now, if I was going to do a Dutch oven gathering or any kind of a competition, I'd definitely stay with briquettes. That way, and briquettes that you've used and you know what they're going to do and how long they're going to burn. My favorite, Stubbs. I haven't been able to find in a long time. I don't know if they quit making it. I got to check online, but I may have to just like order me in a daggum pallet of it so I don't, the shipping don't kill me or something. But yeah, lump charcoal works great when things don't really matter and you can just kind of keep an eye on it. But yeah, not real consistent as far as heat goes. All righty. Let's see. We got a couple of new people checking into the chat. I'd like to remind everybody that the super chat is enabled on this. If you want to donate to our cause, you can do so right there by using that little dollar sign at the bottom of the chat and donate as little or as much as you'd like. We got Nork Chad, hello from LA. Enjoyed your video. Please do another shell cracker video. Well, those guys are only really around where we can catch them in the springtime, so we'll see if we can do that here in a couple months. John Robin Very, love your channel and love your recipes are fantastic. Thanks for all you do. We appreciate you guys watching out there every day. Appreciate you chiming in there, John. All right. So Texas style barbecue cuisine has a tag me here, and he says, "Hey, I met Cowboy Kent Rollins in Amarillo last weekend, and he and his wife were great to visit with. He went over 750,000 subscribers while they're yeah, I noticed that because I was watching one of his videos here the other day. So there's a few of us here in the outdoor realm of videos. Deer meat for dinner, pushing 2 million now, and Cowboy Kent has jumped up there. Last time I seen was over on his videos a couple of months ago. He's like 250,000 now. He's jumped over 500,000 subscribers in a very short time. Okay, Becky Dupree, I made meatloaf in my fair. Okay, that's what I guess what she did in her Dutch oven. Yay, okay, then she's saying gate marked, I think. It's hard to type on phones and tablets sometimes. Terry McLaughlin checking in. Hey, gang, my wife bought me a 12-inch deep Bruntmore off Amazon. Awesome Dutch oven. I have not checked those out yet, but appreciate the info. Everybody wanted to go look at that. You can. Becky Dupree is saying it was a gate marked Dutch oven. She was Robert Highcade. Texas style barbecue cuisine just threw in a super chat there, $10. We appreciate that as usual. And if you see what he did there, if you rest of you guys are looking in the chat there, now his chat shows up very prominently in the super chat over on the side. That's what we call a super chat. All right, and we got Kevin Gruber. He says, "At Backwoods, do you like to fix lasagna in your Dutch oven?" I have yet to do lasagna in my Dutch oven. I've been thinking about it for a while. Tomato paste and cast iron don't get along very well. Tomatoes in general don't get along very well in cast iron. But I think now, I've had my Dutch ovens for so many years and been using them very regular. I think it could stand it. I have done chicken cacciatore and stuff like that in some of my cast iron pans, and that does have tomatoes. I've also done a little bit of other different dishes. I thought about doing a chili mac. I thought about doing chili mac in a Dutch oven. It was just waiting for the opportunity for that stuff to come around. All right. So the real Joey B saying, met Mr. Backwoods, aka Todd Toven, last weekend. Got a new 36-incher for $180. Not sure what he's talking about. Mr. Blackstone, okay. Met Mr. Blackstone. Todd Toven and got a new Blackstone. Go over there, real Joey B. Check out Chef Johnny. Make sure you sub to him. He does some great stuff on the Blackstone. Pickles Barbecue's in the chat. Appreciate you showing up, Amy C. I really appreciate you being here. I made a ratatouille, and it was awesome in a Dutch oven. So we got Chef Johnny says, I think I have a lasagna video. Can't remember if I made it, though. Use noodles you don't have to boil. Okay, all right. So a little tip is giving you guys if you're trying to make lasagna in a Dutch oven. I've been on a low carb diet for quite a while now. Y'all hadn't noticed. I've been losing a little bit of weight, but actually down to 195. I have 10 pounds to go to my target, 185. That's what I weighed today. I got out of the United States Marine Corps, which brought me around to I wanted to show off a little gift I got from my old buddy that hosted us down in Fort Myers Beach. He was my Marine Corps roommate and best friend, and still best friend for life. He actually bought me a real USMC K-bar knife, and this is no cheap. Okay, it says right on it, K-bar, uh, made in Olean, New York. All right, the real deal. Okay, uh, genuine leather case with the Marine Corps emblem stamped right in there. So appreciate that. And that thing is sharp. I think it'll take your finger off. I guarantee you that. It's got the real, one of their signatures was the leather wrap, layers of leather on the handle. So even when it was wet, it wasn't slippery. Marines are amphibious creatures, so can't have a slippery knife. But appreciate that. Uh, my good buddy Rich from Ypsilanti, Michigan. All right, so I know I'm probably losing track of a few people over there. I see Terry McLaughlin's chiming in. He says, we've had awesome luck with lasagnas and chili mac in a Dutch oven. Just be sure the pot's well seasoned, and ours are very well seasoned. Okay, so that brings me to another one. My old buddy Rich, he actually bought this shirt off of our Teespring channel. Okay, it's got the Backwoods Gourmet and Cast Iron Crew on the back. Okay, it's woman's. It's light green. It said extra large, but it's more like a double extra large. Okay, so if there's anybody on the chat right now here that could use a ladies double extra large Backwoods Gourmet logo T-shirt. All right. Shoot me a comment after this renders out, or go to our channel page, or you can just type in. You can go send us an email right now. It's Backwoods Gourmet Channel at Gmail. It's pretty easy if you guys know it. You can also go to our channel page and hit about, and then you can scroll down. You can find the link. But any of you guys that want to email me with questions, recipes, suggestions, anything like that, Backwoods Gourmet Channel at Gmail. Okay, couldn't be more simple. Backwoods Gourmet Channel at Gmail. Send me a an email, and I'll throw it in the mail, as long as you're in the United States, where I can send it to you for a reasonable price. All right. We got a couple of people chiming in here. James Riddle says, awesome knife. And yes, and he's saying his son's in the Marines, and we appreciate all of our service members that are serving here today. It's very much different times than it was when I served. The guys that are joining up now know this is still wartime, and they can throw right into it. Back when I joined up, I was between Vietnam, and it was Cold War, and it was always threat of going to war with Russia, but I never got served. I never got called into action, but I served my country and volunteered to go as when called. And when the first Gulf War popped up and 9/11, all that, tried to sign back up, but I was already 29 years old, and they wouldn't take me back. All right, so that's why I didn't go back. Okay, so Pickles, he says, Pickles Barbecue, what's your go-to for holiday dish in cast iron? Well, I'm going to say blackberry peach cobbler. Okay, that's going to be my dessert. Also, down here in Florida, we love to make a key lime pie. I don't care what time of year it is. Key lime pie, I've actually made one in a Dutch oven, and it turned out really awesome. It's an older video, it's probably from about 4 or 5 years ago, but we may have to do a remake on that one. But yeah, holidays is a great time to get out your cast iron and make something special. We got John Robin Ferry says, I'm from the cold north up in Canada, and I just got into cast iron cooking because of your show. Camping meals have never been so good. Cheers. Yeah. Well, if you've watched any of our stuff for a while, we know we give a lot of stuff out there that's going to help you to become a better camp cook, because all the stuff, even if we're doing it here in the studio, everything that we do in the studio is relatable to taking out to camp. And that's my whole goal is I want to make sure that everything we show you, you can do anywhere you want to do it. If you got a propane burner, camp stove, campfire, whatever, you can do everything that we do, or almost everything. I would say everything we do, you can do it at camp. All right, so I know this is running by pretty fast, so remember to try to tag me in the chat so that it gives me, shows me at Backwoods Gourmet channel in red, so that it kind of flags it, because it kind of goes pretty quick. We got Greg Yawn, I guess. Made no knead bread in my Dutch oven. I used my oven instead of the charcoal. Made Hungry Man breakfast with charcoal when camping, almost for two guys. I think he meant Mountain Man breakfast. I don't know. He made Hungry Man. Oh, that's like a frozen dinner, ain't it? Look good with my friend. All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Appreciate you stopping by and watching our channel, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit of something. We got Simcoe Backcountry joining in here. Just finished roasting a whole chicken in a Dutch oven. It was so good. Yeah, that was one of my very first videos to really take off was Dutch oven baked chicken. Probably launched our channel and really started to make me get serious about doing it a little more regular. Real Joey B says thank you for your service. We appreciate that, Real Joey. And Becky Dupree she says at Backwoods, but you have to click all the way through to make it turn in red. So you start typing at Backwoods, and then the box will pop up. Click on the box, that'll tag me in red. Okay. Because right now it just says at Backwoods. Have you ever tried the aluminum foil liners? I have not. We have used on some of our desserts, like our key lime pie. We'll take the lid and use that to cut a piece of parchment paper, put in the very bottom of the Dutch oven, because that crust for key lime pie has got a lot of sugar in it. And I'll always use a little bit of parchment paper, but I've never used the foil liners. I know some people do. We may have to get some of those and try them out. All right, we've been going 38 minutes now, so we're going to have a few more minutes now. So if you got more questions on cast iron Dutch oven cooking, go ahead and get them in there. Appreciate everybody showing up. Amy C., I give you a lot of credit for losing weight while doing a cooking show. Congrats. Appreciate that, Amy C. Yeah, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. I've been picking my recipes very carefully. So we've been trying to stay with the meats and veg and try to stay away from the rice, the pasta, the bread, and sugar. And I've never been a huge fan of sugar to begin with. And even when I make my blackberry peach cobbler, I think it's like less than 3 tablespoons of sugar in that thing. We use fresh peaches, fresh blackberries, and very, very little sugar. I like to taste the fruit, not all the sugar. A lot of people like it a lot more sugary, but I'm not a huge fan of sugar, so sugar is not a big deal for me to give up. But I do love me some white potatoes, some white rice, and I do love pasta. Those have been the 3 hardest things to try to cut way back on. We have one cheat night every 7 days, where we can have a small amount of pasta, a small amount of rice, or a white potato. Okay, but other than that, everything else, we just continued as usual. And it's been almost a year. And been a year. I started out at 229 and it's now at 195. And like I said, I got 10 more pounds to go. So maybe Christmas, New Year's will probably blow that right out of the water. So probably sometime next year. Okay, 23710. I don't know what that's up with that channel name, but I make liners from rolls and they work good. Okay, I guess he's saying he makes the liners from a regular rolled aluminum foil. All right, that's probably worked just fine. Greg Yon, Mountain Man, yeah, roasted Dutch oven, baked chicken, the dinner for the Mountain Man, breakfast when I was camping. I assume that's what he was talking about. I know it's hard sometimes when you type it on your phone or tablet. Not on PC. It don't even work so great. Darla A is reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up button. So we got 43 people in the chat right now, but only 31 thumbs up. So if you're still in the chat, um, make sure you hit that thumbs up before you leave us here. It's going to help a little bit later. And as always, this chat will render out later, so everybody that it may have missed it can jump in here, and they'll actually be able to replay the live chat also. Terry McLaughlin says my family's favorite holiday side dish is hop along hominy by Cowboy Kent Rollins. Hop along hominy. Check it out. I love hominy. I've eaten hominy since I was a kid. I have not seen Cowboy Kent Rollins' video on that. We did do New Mexican pozole, which is basically dried hominy. We redid that. We did the video there that one of our subs sent us from out in New Mexico, and I really liked it. Okay, I like hominy, so we'll go check that out. The real Joey Beast is cooking with CJ. You home and safe from Vegas. Oh, is CJ in the chat? I didn't see CJ. I don't know if he's talking to CJ. Cooking with CJ. Yeah, I was on his live here a while back. Yep, there's cooking with CJ. Appreciate you being in there, CJ. We got Leah Cormant Backwoods. Have you ever done turkey in a Dutch oven? No, I haven't found a turkey that would fit in my number 10 yet. We might be able to do a turkey breast in the Dutch oven. If I had like a 14, I could probably, a 14 deep, you probably could get a turkey in there. But we did do a very, very awesome, I wouldn't say it was completely smoked, more like barbecued turkey last year at Thanksgiving. Check out the channel page for that. Go back a little ways. You're going to see that done on the Weber kettle grill. He's a barbecue turkey on the Weber kettle grill where we did them over a pan of vegetables, indirect heat, got a little smoke on him, but yet got enough heat on him to render that outside skin and make the outside skin nice and crispy, but still got a little bit of smoke, got a little bit of pinkness in there. I thought it was the perfect balance between a roasted turkey and a smoked turkey, because sometimes a smoked turkey can get a really rubbery skin on the outside because it doesn't get hot enough to really render the skin, and you get this like rubbery skin. And my Mrs. Backwoods hates it. So, but this one, we did them breast down first on those bed of vegetables, and that helped to render some of the skin. And then we turned them over and browned them the other way. Turned out really awesome, and I think it was the best holiday turkey I ever done. It really was best holiday turkey I ever did. Hey CJ, appreciate you being here. James Riddle, check out Roger Ragland Outdoors. Yep, Chef Yanni's on that diet. They're the Roger Ragland diet. He's doing really good on it over there. They're focusing on basically the same thing, cutting out some of the really bad sugary carbs. And the thing with the Roger Ragland diet is they focusing more on leaner meats. I haven't really focused on leaner meats, but Chef Johnny's doing great on it. So go over there and check him out. He's doing really good. James Smith says, made dumplings and lemon pepper chicken. Thanks for the inspiration. Man, I tell you what, I don't know what took me so long to think about it. I love chicken and dumplings, but a lot of times just same old chicken and dumplings, chicken and dumplings. I love chicken and dumplings, but you could take that chicken and cook that any way you want to before you make the dumplings. That's what we did. We put it on Weber kettle grill. We smoked it nice and hot, like 375. Made sure the skin was rendered, got nice and crispy, got some smoke on it, cut it off the bones, then made chicken and dumplings. So if you want to do like James Smith says, make lemon pepper grilled chicken, lemon pepper grilled chicken. What barbecue? Hell, for that matter, barbecue chicken. Do some barbecue rub on it. Do it on a grill first. Then make chicken and dumplings out of it. And it's going to bring all that flavor over to chicken dumplings and make chicken dumplings even better. And that's what the smoked chicken did for our smoked chicken and dumplings. It's brought a whole nother thing to it. I mean, it's almost like a different dish, almost like a different. It's like, okay, it's chicken and dumplings, but it's not. Doesn't taste the same. Oh, it tastes better. Oh, I don't know. Just popped in my head one day, and a few of y'all have seen it. If you haven't, go check it out on our channel. All right, Greg Yon made 2 baked turkeys in my Weber. Really easy using indirect heat. Um, just cook based on the thermometer shown. Yeah, it's really easy to do on the Weber kettle grill. You just gotta make sure you practice a little bit using that damper on the bottom, your top vent on the top. A turkey can go 350, 375, no problem. Um, I would try to protect him a little bit and baste him really hard on the very first part of that so that he doesn't get too dark. But so Texas style barbecue cuisine saying he's got a couple over there on his UDS and the pit barrel smoker. Go check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe. You can do that. You can click, I think, the 3 buttons on the side of his name right there. It probably works different for you than it does for me. But I think you can click right there and actually go and subscribe to his channel without leaving this chat. Chipper's Family Ventures is asking, are you on any Dutch oven forums, buddy? Chippers, I don't have time to be on any of the forums. I barely have time to do YouTube, and now I'm doing this live on Sunday nights, plus all the other adventures that we're doing in the process, trying to film the YouTube channel, and now I'm actually have 3 YouTube channels that I own and 1 that I manage. Okay, so plus I work a full-time job. All right, so that's pretty full life for me. So yeah, I don't have time to really get over there on all that. During the week, I'm filming videos during the weekends. We're going out on location or doing them here in studio. Between that, and then it takes me like a week, the whole rest of the week in my off time to edit the video, try to get it up for you. Like last week, we're on vacation. I finally just said, you know what? I'm not working. I'm not working on YouTube or my job last week. And we did film quite a bit, but I did do some filming, but I did not do any editing. I did not sit down and do anything with it. We filmed a few of our adventures down there, but I did not even, we did a lot of cooking inside. We did some grilling. We're staying in a really nice place on the beach. We have grills, and we had a Weber, we had a gas grill. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself. So that's what we did. When we went out the boat and did some other adventures, we did film, and got some of that up on our new channel. So let me post that link again for you guys that didn't maybe catch it earlier. We have a new channel, Backwoods Gourmet Adventures. I just posted the link right there. Go check that out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the bell notifications, and make sure your YouTube notifications are turned on your device, or you won't get that notification no matter how many times you ring that bell. All right. Okay, so Chipper's Family Adventures tagged me. Are you on? Okay, he says thanks. I was wondering how to do it. Something I was looking into. All right, got to check the ribs again. So I guess Chef Johnny is cooking over there, out there in Texas. All right, oh man. Oh man, I've been stomping around the woods all day. Cold beer sure tastes good. All right, we're going on 50 minutes here. James Smith says, thanks, Backwoods. We appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys. There's 35 people in the chat still. So if you got any more questions, just start typing the at symbol, Backwoods, and the little box pops up. Click on the box first, and then go ahead and put your in, and then it'll show up just like you're seeing it from Chipper's Family Adventures now. It'll show up at Backwoods Gourmet Channel in red. I'm not sure if that's the way it shows on your side, but that's the way it shows on my side. It'll show up in red, so that pops lets me know that that is an actual question being posted over there for us. We're gonna go about another 5 or 6 minutes here tonight. Like I said, I've been up since daylight. I've been tromping around a prairie out here trying to find some birds to shoot at. And I actually have a video. We shot a portion of video. It's going to be a short one today. That's showing you some of the Florida prairie that actually exists here in South Central Florida. It's really, really beautiful. And you would never believe you were looking at a scene from Florida. You'd think you're in Kansas or somewhere out in the Midwest. But we do actually have prairie here in Florida, and it's on public land. And so make sure you subscribe over there to Backwoods Gourmet Adventures. I'll have that one up for you pretty soon because it's short video, but I'm going to stick that up for you just so you can see something you may have never even thought existed here in Florida. So Chipper's Family Adventures asking another question in here. He says, how many Dutch ovens can you stack while cooking? Answer to that is 4. If you have all 4 sizes, 14, 12, 10, and 8. Because each time you stack, you should actually reduce the size of your oven. Now, you can get away with putting a 12 on top of a 12, okay? But what's going to happen is you can do that if it's a short cooking time in both of those ovens. Because what's going to happen is that one on top is really going to restrict the airflow of the coals in between. Because remember, the feet are only like 2.5 inches long. So it's going to restrict that airflow of your coals on your bottom oven if you put another 12 on top of a 12. So, but if you step them down, if you go to a 10 and into an 8, you can start with a 14. If you got a 14, you can do 4. You can do 4, and it works okay. It doesn't work as well as if you spread them out. I'll tell you right now. The only reason really to stack them is if A, 1, you're low on coals, B, you don't have any space. If you don't have any space. Otherwise, leave them spread out. It works better. I'll tell you that from experience. All right, Terry McLaughlin. See, you're having a cold snack. Me too. Cheers. Yeah, appreciate it. Like I said, I've been out. Oh, I know I'm going to be paying for it tomorrow too because I was traveling around through the grass and short little palmettos and all that. I must have walked about 5 miles a day through some pretty rough terrain. I'm going to be paying for that tomorrow. I ain't young as I used to be. All right. Stuck in BC says, at Backwoods Gourmet Channel. Tried your Cuban sandwich recipe, and the wife and I loved it. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's why we do it, Bob. We're sharing what we've learned how to do, and we're so glad that you guys watch. take our instruction, make it for yourself, um, modify it for yourself, make it your own. You know, and yeah, that Cuban sandwich, one of my faves, one of my faves for sure. Lizzie Miller says, "At Backwoods Gourmet, what is the best size Dutch oven to own? A 10 or 12?" I get this all the time, all the time. Everybody asks me. It's going to depend on how many people you're cooking for. If you're cooking for 2 people, a 10-inch is perfect. If you're cooking for 4 people, or 2 people and a teenager, or you know, three to 4 people, 12-inch. Okay. Um, but yeah, that's what we got 10-inch shallow. I love the 10-inch shallow for baking pies and cobblers and stuff like that. 10-inch deep is great for all around. But if you got to feed more than 2 or 3 people, and I definitely a lot of your recipes also are going to go with the 12-inch, the 12-inch. So 10 or 12, either one, depending on how many people you're cooking for. All right, James Riddle. He's asking, I've been looking for a recipe for Mexican cornbread with the beef and cheese. I haven't found a good one that has corn or hominy mixed in. Can you make one up? James, if you didn't see my Dutch oven quesadilla pie, it's basically what you've just described, but it has cornbread, quesadillas, beef. It doesn't have hominy, but it does have sweet corn in it. So I don't know if you missed that one. You can't get no much better than that. That quesadilla pie with all those ingredients that you just mentioned. But yeah, we'll work on it. We'll work on it. Greasy Grits, appreciate you, buddy. That's another one of our new members. If you'd like to join our channel, we appreciate it. Go over there to our channel page, click that join button. You can join our channel and get a whole bunch of special perks, just like Greasy Grits here. His name shows up in green. He has a special little badge beside his name. And you can get into our program for $1.99 a month. All right, $1.99, less than $20 a year. Okay. So, all right, Greasy Grits. He says he's talking back there. It's gonna be a big cobbler. Yeah, that's pretty right. Yeah, 12-inch covers everything, but you work for cobbler. It's gonna be a big cobbler. Yeah, I like the 10 for cobbler, 10 shallow for cobbler. Greg Yon. That's my favorite for that, or even 8, even the number 8, depending on how many people are eating it. LT says, "Have you did a Cornish hen in a Dutch oven? We did him last year. He's right there on the channel page. Go back, make sure you go over the channel page, hit the videos button, go back. We had 340 something videos on channel page. A lot of stuff already covered it. It wasn't super popular, the Cornish hen video, so we haven't redone it. So yeah, it's over there. All right. Trish Wormsley says, smash the like button, friends. Appreciate you. We still got 36 people in here, going on 58 minutes, going on 59 minutes. We're going to be here one more minute, guys. So I only got about one more minute. So we'll just say right now, appreciate everyone that's come over on the live chat and participated in the discussion. We're going to try to do this almost every week if we can. It's hunting season here in Florida, so that may not be possible every single week, but I'll try to do like I did this week, where I put it up as a scheduled live stream, so you'll get a notification, usually on your phone or your PC, about 30 minutes before we go live, to try to give you some heads up that's coming. But for the most part, we got a kind of a tentative standing invitation for 8 o'clock Sunday night every week. So we certainly appreciate you guys coming in. We still got a few people just now checking in. We've been on here an hour, Steve C. So Gonna have to say good night to everybody. I still got to go in there and unpack my box from yesterday that I still hadn't unpacked. And Steve sees, he says hi from Indianapolis. Y'all stay warm up there. It's pretty chilly down here. Uh, ain't been out of the 50s a day. Still pretty chilly right now. So there's an hour going by. So we appreciate everybody joining in here tonight and participating in the discussion. Greasy Grit says, yep, please keep putting up the reminders. We'll try to do that. Everybody's saying good night. So, as always, here at the Backwoods Gourmet channel, remember our motto. That's to fish, hunt, cook, eat, and live. We'll see you next week.